of Sweden and Osterbottens. Welcome to the very first episode of Tea Time with Viktor and Yuri. I am your main host tonight, Viktor Hauptmann of Osterbottens. Joining me as my co-host tonight is
Yuri Hoke! Yay.
Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen, tonight we have a very interesting topic to talk with you all. Tonight's topic is a very simple one, but I believe we all hold dear to our hearts and we would want an answer to. So, the topic tonight is old Napoleonic Wars or the new Napoleonic Wars, ladies and gentlemen. And to accompany that and to accompany us tonight, we have two very interesting guests to speak alongside us. Yuri, please tell our beloved audience who those people are.
hold on. Alright, so we'll start off with our experiences first. Just that you forgot that. So I am Yuri Hoke. I've been in this genre for around 3.5 years. 8 months being an officer and the rest being rankers. So I have more experience being a ranker than officer. Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good. Now my turn, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Viktor Huntman. I have joined this genre for about 3 years. I have line commanded in several regiments. My very first was in Guard as an adjutant, pistol adjutant Sue, and then in BA KGL, my highest rank was captain, and I've also led as a merc commander in several other minor nations, but that is not the point today. We have very interesting guests joining us in the audience tonight. Yuri, please introduce our beloved guests for the audience, please.
Alright, so starting off, we have. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Josh.
So Joshua in since late 2021. I was the VGXO for a little bit as well. Yeah, now I'm the CEO of NL14 in Austria.
That is good. Now, for our next speaker, Yuri, go ahead.
This person is very special. So, yeah.
Bro. Hello, my name is Vicosis. I've been blacklisted from NW around 5, 6, 7, or 8 times by now, throughout the years.
That is that is a very interesting thing to tell, my friend. But I
That's my
digress.
CV, that's my resume. That's my
We'll begin.
experience in the
Not bad, not bad. So we will begin with our first segment of tonight's topic. So, which side of the Napoleonic Wars genre do you personally prefer? I personally prefer the old Napoleonic Wars because it was, in my personal experience, it was much more simpler and much more slower paced, but it had a certain charm to it compared to the newer version of the game. Yuri, what do you think?
Well, honestly, Oh, can you guys hear me? Sorry. So to be honest, I do prefer the new NW over the old one. Some of my reasons being that Calvary has been working again as in the late NW, the Calvary has gone broken or something. And also they promised us cannons, but in the end they did not give us cannons. And the GUI has improved like massively with flag icons above each line, which makes it easier to identify what line it is instead of like having to remember it, which makes it a lot easier for commanders who aren't able to remember each line. Yeah.
Very interesting points, Yuri. What about you, Josh?
Me personally,
Josh?
I prefer the old
Yep.
one as well.
What's that?
Much bigger community compared to now.
Interesting. Anything else?
I agree. There's something special about old NW, where like everyone was new and shit, and like it wasn't really that competitive or sweaty, and it was more about the beauty of having like 300 players in one server
Yeah.
fighting each other. That felt really special because back then, like nobody was used to that. We could never do that before. Like the
Yeah, the
biggest
whole
events
Roblox,
before would
yeah.
have been like 50 people,
Yeah,
but now it's like
That is
several hundred, and we grew used to it, and it's like
yeah.
as
it's just not what it
surprising.
was.
Yeah.
I think it's some nostalgia as well because old NW was like bare bones. Like there was basically nothing. It was just the most basic like hold shots in charge, and like it was just
Yeah,
the
yeah,
most
yeah.
brain dead meta ever. It's just caveman times, but now it's like way more developed without the nostalgia or anything.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. Very, very interesting points from our guest speaker tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So moving on to the, do you have anything else? Do you want to add on to those points, Yuri, Josh, me myself? I don't really have
Honestly,
anything to add on to that.
to be fair, do you guys like realize that there has been like a little cursor in the aiming meta where when you click aim there's like a little circle, and like back then you used to have to like use
You have to
the
gauge yourself. You have to
F9,
estimate.
no,
Yeah, F9.
F9,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, it makes it so much easier to like aim and kill people because of that, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Understand. Back then, cavalry was quite. How do I say this? Sort of bugged back then,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which that was true. But now, looking into the newer version, it's definitely made a lot of improvements. Now, Josh, anything else you want to add on before I move on to the next segment?
Nah. You said it all.
All right, no worries, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, now moving on to the next segment. What do you think of, since the majority of our speakers here have spoken mostly about the positive sides of both the old Napoleonic Wars and the new Napoleonic Wars, let's see what they think about the bad sides of each genre. The old Napoleonic Wars to the new Napoleonic Wars. I'll speak first. The bad things about the old Napoleonic Wars, it's pretty much similar to what Vycosis said. It's quite, as I said, bare bones, caveman things. We were just charging, sitting in the middle of the field, and shooting at each other. And to me personally, the newer Napoleonic Wars, it's more arcade style, and it's pretty much stand in line, shoot, and charge throughout the entire game. That's pretty much what I have to say.
Uh, well, I guess it's my turn to speak now. So, I have so many cons on this. Well, it's not really about the game itself, but more of the community itself. Being some things like in game that like, why haven't we got cannons yet? Gory promised us cannons, didn't he? And yet we don't have cannons after like ages. And many of the veterans have left us, and like, of course I understand that the game has gotten boring. I'm pretty sure you three can also agree alongside me.
Yeah, that is true. It's grown quite stale over the past 3 years,
Yes,
but
yes.
we're still here. So yeah, sorry
Yeah.
for disturbing. Continue, Yuri.
No, it's okay, but like also some things about the community is not really good. Like, of course, Osterbotten has like a kind of a healthy community within social, but when it comes to a commander, our rankers get extremely toxic to the commanders, which is I understand that you have opinions, but holy shit, you guys are toxic. But also many people, like, okay, this is from a personal experience. Of course, I've been here for long. I am quite well known. A lot of people always like call me femboy and shit. Like, even in new NW, they still like fucking shit talk me and things like that. But you know, of course,
can't really
it's like normal, you know. Um,
It's true.
and also some good commanders, you know, like example, who do we have? I have no idea, but some commanders, like old NW commanders, are not able to adapt, right, to like the
Yep.
new things in
The new
NW.
meta.
Yeah, and like some of them were extremely likable, and seeing them falling off was like not a good and fun thing.
So,
Falling out. Also, the chance being on a longer cooldown kind of like, I don't know, maybe chants are more effective now, but then like the chants being on cooldown longer kind of pisses me off. And also, if you guys know Punsiski, he was an YouTuber based on
The
NW, yeah, and he was like extremely friendly and nice, and now he's gone because of course NW got boring to him. And what happened to our drummers and our fluters? Like what? Like I want the drums and flutes back.
they done revoked our music perms.
True. But also people can't really stay in NW long enough without taking a long break for some reason. Like 1 week you're like playing as a ranker whole week, and then like after that week you're like, holy shit, this is boring now. You know? Yeah, that's it. What do you have to say?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah,
Quite
yeah.
good points. Anything
Yeah,
else? Yuri?
Nope. You can go ahead.
No. All right, Josh, you're up next. What do you think? Speak about the cons of each side, specifically the new Napoleonic Wars, please. What
All the new ones.
do you think?
I mean, yeah, obviously it's pretty stale. All you do is just like sit and shoot and wait until you win, and then just go charging, right?
yeah,
Old NW had so much like variety, right? You had like Cav and Skirms. Obviously, you have that now, right? But I feel like the Cav then, the Skirms then were so much better than what we have today.
that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
And I just
a
feel
lot of
like
things
the
are-
new NW.
Go, sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just feel like new NW is just catering towards like the general audience, you know.
Yep.
Like, you know, the learning curve is just so shallow now, you know.
That is true. That is true. Anything else, Josh?
Not really, yeah.
All right, now Vicosis has been itching his microphone to speak. Vicosis, the floor is yours. Please go ahead.
not, bro. Um, what is this? The cons about?
The cons of the
like,
new Napoleonic Wars.
yeah.
Cons. Like the bad side.
Old Napoleonic Wars was way more chill. I feel like new Napoleonic Wars, there's like some sort of CCP what's it called?
CCP.
Like political crackdown or something, you know? Like there's been a lot more blacklisted people recently, you know, as of like 2023 and afterwards, as compared to
Yeah,
like
that's true.
2021 and 2022.
Definitely.
Like there's, I don't know, things just changed, didn't it? Like fucking I feel like old NW was way more chill, and like things got progressively more like liberal or whatever. I don't know how you say it. Like it's not that it's liberal, it's just like it's a little bit of, it's just some discord, you know? It's like discord society evolution, and saying more things becomes more unacceptable as the years goes by. So yeah, like that's a big difference in the community for me, like that I've noticed. In 2021, it was more of like it was way more chill. It was way more chill in 2021, and like 2024 is more. Yeah, you gotta like watch your step, you know.
True,
Mm,
true,
that's
true.
That's what I gotta
That
say
is
about it.
true.
Dude, old Waterloo had this charm that modern NW just can never replace again, because like now we're used to big battles, and modern NW
Yeah.
is just, yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like old Waterloo, you just look at your line and be like, oh my god, this is so many people. This game is so cool. But nowadays it's like looking at how many stars you got, or like how many tickets you're beating the enemy by, and it's like it's
Yeah.
just less. Yeah, it's less about the charm.
Oh yeah.
It's more like, it's more some sort of competitive like ego thing,
Competitive
which of course that was a
gameplay.
big part of it all. But yeah,
I also think like that plays like a big part in new NW too, right? Like if you rally less than 15 or 20, you get like, you know, how do I say this? A warning, and 3 warnings you're out. Like like back then you used to like look at your line
Back
and
then.
see like, oh my god, I'm rallying 15, this is so much. But now when you're rallying
Yeah.
15, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get banned if someone leaves. Like, just
It's gone. Hello?
hmm?
Is that it? Here?
Yep,
Hello, hello.
that is it. That is it.
Okay. I'm sorry. My Discord cut off for a second, but no worries. Now we'll go on to the second and last segment since there's really not really anything much to talk about. So, what do you think can be made to?
Did he cut out?
What do you? Hello.
Yep.
Hello. You can hear me?
Yep.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think can be made to improve the Napoleonic Wars? Do you think the gameplay should be improved, like the community, for example, maybe make it a little bit less restrictive than it is before? And so, what do you think, Yuri? How about you go first? What do you think can
Honestly,
be made to improve?
honestly, Gory needs to stop being biased. Like, I've seen so many commanders who are close to Gory being brought back and just going on about their day without anything happening. But when it comes to commanders who do the same offense as one of like Gory's commander friends, they get a even bigger offense and like it's just so biased. Like even it's like, you know, how do I say this? Democratic, communist, whatever the fuck.
Communist party.
Communist.
That's actually not a bad take. It has.
Authoritarian.
Yeah, it's so much like
Authoritarian.
more authority than like
Right.
What's happening?
get the fuck. Oh, sorry. Anyways,
Narrow, not yet. Later. Yeah. Go. Continue.
it's more like
that it?
authority like than like actually being able to do carefree things, except of course like being racist and no go, we get banned for that, reasonable. But like some of Gory's friends who said the n-word had like we had to stack up so much more proof than like example clips, one clip of someone who Gory hates banned. 5 clips has to be sent to the person who's Gory's friends for them to be banned. You know? Yeah.
That is true. It's got a lot more authoritarian, and I also personally think that they should dial it down a little bit because, you know, we grew back in 2021. It was pretty much the Wild West in France and BA. You could say anything you want, and you wouldn't be banned or risk be banned at all. But yeah, it should dial down a little bit. But doesn't matter now. Josh, what do you think? Josh.
But the authoritarian aspect, I don't think it's gotten that bad, right? Like obviously, don't be racist, don't be retard, right? But yeah, about
Yeah.
Gory being biased, yeah, I do think there's a bit of a bias. You see, like American stuff, you know, people who no, Crusader meat rides, right? Merrick leaves for BA, comes back, and in a month he's a officer, you know. So I think there's a clear bias there for France, you know.
That is true.
France made the game, so you know.
Yeah.
But I don't think that should give them a right to be that biased. But yeah.
I see. Very good point. Very good points. So, what do you think can be made to improve Napoleonic Wars for the current and new players, Josh?
That's pretty hard. Honestly, I think the lag optimization should be prioritized, right? What made like
right.
old NW so fun, right? Is because you had these massive one server battles that like 150
Yeah.
versus 150. Nowadays you do 150 versus 150. Everyone's like crashing, everyone's lagging, so it's not fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
small
is
battles are not fun in general.
true. Correct. Now, moving on to our last speaker, Valicosis. What do you think can be made to improve the Napoleonic Wars?
For the new player,
Yeah, for the new player and the old players. What do you think can be made to improve the game
For
in
the new
general.
player, like new players never gonna have anything to compare current NW to. So like what they get is just what they get. If they like the game, then they like the game. If they like the 120 v 120, then they enjoy what's to them the large scale like side of the game. But like I don't know, for a new player, like the problems are probably what Josh was talking about, just lag and stuff. For the veterans, the problems like the list just goes on and on, you know, like maybe add something new to the game, you know, like maybe we can get like another map, please, or like I don't know, some new tech that isn't like removed in a month after releasing or stuff like that. Like something to do that isn't the same old shoot, chant, and press X and charged, you know, and then just
I
farm
understand. I
kills. Like,
understand.
yeah, I actually don't understand how some of these guys have been playing for like 4 years and like they find they find sledding in charges fun, like fucking timing their strikes to steal kills in a melee so that they can top frag a line. Like, damn, like maybe that would have been fun like 3 years ago, but now like I just don't understand how there's still people that's been here this long and still playing. Like, yeah, like maybe add something new for these guys to enjoy instead of the same bland old stuff.
Yeah, that's true actually. A lot of things they've gotten stale after several years of gameplay, and it's a miracle that we still have a lot of veterans from 2020, 2021. All right, now with that segment wrapped up, let's
Hold
move on to the
on,
next
wait,
one.
I have another point to make.
Okay, Yuri, you have the floor. Go ahead.
Okay, so where are the fun battles at? Okay, I actually watched like a Pansiski video. I don't know how to pronounce his name okay. Anyways, so basically, there was this one time where they did like a little thing that was like commanding without voice chat. You know, those types of things are fun for like, you know, it makes the game way more entertaining, you know, like fun events, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
But now we don't have anything fun. It's all just battle, 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 battle. Nothing else. We don't have any
That's
special evented battles, you know.
true.
Also,
True.
the
The
Farben
good old
wants
fun
to
battles. Maybe
remove company strength.
Company strength. All right. Is that it, Yuri?
maybe
Anything else? Vicosic?
maybe bring back like the old needle gun battles. Remember those, like the Victorian
Oh
era?
yeah, the needle gun. Oh, that was
Yeah,
so fun. I
stuff like
missed
that.
that shit, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Why
Oh
don't
my
why
god.
don't they do something like a use some new tech for a fun event? You know, do some genre wide
Yeah,
event with
yeah.
something again for once.
Mm, they hate they hate seeing us have fun.
True,
Nah,
true.
that
But
needle gun play was actually so good, but like they didn't do it
yeah, I
again
know.
in years now.
They did it once and they never turned back at it. All right. I believe that's about it for our segment. Now for the next one, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, you have the privilege to ask any questions you want. Please direct your attention to the social channel, the OB social channel. There is a Q&A thread where you can type in your questions and you can ask to any of the speakers here, or if you want to ask in general. Please. What do you think of Skibbity Toilet? Testing blood 080.
Talk with this guy out.
I love Skibbity Toilet.
I love Skibbity Toilet, bro. Bad. So, yeah, if you have any questions that you want to direct to any of us specifically, to any of the speakers here, or if you want to ask in general, please go ahead. It is at the social channel. There is a Q&A thread specifically for it. Please go ahead. Don't be shy. Ask away. If you want to ask if I'm single or not, you can ask. Though the answer is quite disappointing. I am single. So, yeah. But that's not the point. Go ahead, ask any questions you want. We'll open the window for about 5 minutes, and if there aren't any questions, I believe it'll be a wrap. Are homosexuals real? Narrow Hunter asks. What do you think, guys? Yuri.
Honestly, I think they is just a myth for real. They is
No, I
not
know,
real.
No, you can't enjoy putting dicks up asses. So, I'm gonna go with it's not real, Narrow Hunter. So yeah, Anyone else have very interesting questions? I should remind you, please try and keep the questions related to the Napoleonic Wars, but we're happy to accommodate any questions you guys have.
Sure.
Now I see Naro Hunter is typing again. Let's see what he's got for us.
Do you wipe?
Do you wipe forwards or backwards? Oh my god. Do you, see in Asia here we have bidets. So we don't want,
True.
we have bidets, so
Bidets.
our asses are constantly wet. So there's the answer there. So yeah. So Defabin asked, when is Osterbottens getting the yellow pants back? Well, Defabin, they removed it because we were just too good. You know, they had to downgrade our uniform.
I think
So we just had
actually
to-
Defabin
Yeah, we-
pissed in all of them and then gave them to us. Cause like they all the same color. There's one culprit.
True. Narrow Hunter asked, that is a very interesting question there. Are the rumors true that Osterbotten staff has several? Okay, we will not be answering that question. Please, to the next question. What is the best regiment in Sweden, Asia? What do you think, Yuri? The best regiment of Sweden,
Honestly,
Asia?
no brainer. Osterbottens,
Of course,
100%.
it's Osterbottens. I'm sorry, Beatbox. It's not VDJ or whatever your regiment is.
What do you
Pool
guys?
Ring, Skibbity
Wait,
Toilet
wait,
versus
hold up.
Camera
Let's
Man.
ask
It's-
other people. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the best regiment in
Yeah, what do you guys think? is the
Yeah,
best regiment in
Josh
Sweden, Asia?
Vicosis.
Josh Vicosis? You guys
Victor,
wanna
you
join
still
in?
haven't gave us an answer.
I'm not gonna speak to that. Vicosis, go ahead.
It's gotta be Osterbottens, because these other regiments I've like never heard of. I don't even know what they are. Like, they're just
Oh.
bad.
Osterbottens on top.
What
Yeah.
about
What do you
you,
think, Josh?
Josh?
My boy?
I
Joshy
have not
Washy.
seen any other regiment other than the Osterbottens. So like, based on that, I'm gonna have to say Osterbottens, man. That's it. That's the only regiment. I've seen.
See guys, Osterbotten number 1. Vicosis, testing blood asks, do you approve the state of 87th right now? The 87th is currently under the command of Dylan. Sucky, get the fuck down. Vicosis, testing blood asks, what do you think of do you approve the state of the 87th right now?
Are you an 87th ranker?
I'm banned from BA, so I don't.
He's not.
I think Dylan needs to get a job.
He tried joining the army right at one point. I don't know what happened to that.
He is still.
Yo, I
in
just
the
got
process
promoted.
of joining the army. It has been like 3 years.
That is very interesting.
Are you sure
Yuri-
he's joining the army?
He is. You should? What?
Yeah, he is, bro. He's in the process of getting accepted, but they're really slow with it. You know, the Aussie government in
It's-
it.
Yeah, I know.
It's been
Shalik
like-
did his like application.
Oh, I see. But it's been so long though. You would have think he's in at least at basic training right now. But I don't know. I guess we'll
No,
see.
they did a health check on him and everything, but now he just gotta wait for like another 2 years, I guess.
2
he's
years.
basically-
God.
Yeah, the process is stupid slow. I don't know why. They probably don't need him, to be fair. Like they probably need like,
that could be true actually.
yeah,
that could be
smarter,
true,
more
actually.
athletic people and shit.
Also,
Mhm.
Defabin
Yes,
just
yes.
asked me, Finska Guard or Osterbottens? What is that question? Obviously Osterbottens. Where is your mind at?
Do I beat it to Skibbity Toilet? You can refer to my DMs later. I will answer that personally. All right. So I believe that is all the time we have.
No,
We will open up the
no,
Oh,
no.
Daniel
What?
Padilla is asking Yuri Huke if she prefers a beta male with 9,000 plus aura or a sigma male with 1,000 aura.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What's the thought,
We're creating a
Beta
whole
male
ass
with over
new
9,000 aura or sigma with 1,000 aura.
Okay, hang on. We'll let Yuri answer first. Yuri, please. The question is directed to you. Please answer the
Honestly,
question.
I like beta. Wait, no. Wait. Let me think
What?
about it. Let me think about it. I
Stupid
think
question.
I like sigma males with 1,000 aura more than beta males with 9,000 plus aura.
Why is that?
Because sigma, I don't know. This is so cringe.
Oh, what the fuck? Screaming.
You're the one who's
Never mind.
preaching about skibbity toilet. Right?
You can't really expect a mature audience here, but we can do the best.
All right. Well,
So yeah, we'll
I
open
think
up.
that's it.
Victor, what are you? No, I don't sound like a same old femboy twink bum. I have grown. Fuck, sucky. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll open up the questions for 1 more minute at exactly. Oh, Defabin, yes, Defabin. What do you ask? What is it? You have pinged me specifically.
Fam, can you get that video of that guy?
What happened to Siba boy? Who's that?
Oh, Siba boy.
Siba boy. I genuinely don't know who's Siba boy. Is he
What
a
the heck
rank?
is Shiva boy?
Swedish
fam-
woman or Norwegian
You're thinking about
femboys?
main
Of course,
god.
Norwegian femboys. Yes, what is?
What the fuck?
Oh my god, am I a femboy? I will not answer to that question. Cole, I don't know how to pronounce your name. So.
Oh
ladies
my
and
god!
gentlemen,
Yuri, do you rub that shit to skibbity toilet? I do not. I do not. Please stop with the foul question, please.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is it for our first ever tea time with Victor and Yuri. You have all been a wonderful audience, and I would like to personally thank our beautiful guests, Josh and Mike hostess, for coming down today just to speak to us, just to be met
Yep.
with brain rot from our beloved audience, but it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first episode of Tea Time with Victor and Yuri. I am your host, Victor Hotman. I am signing off. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. I will
Good
see
night.
you tomorrow.
Bye
Good
bye.
night, ladies and gentlemen. Bye bye.
Bye bye. I'll see you guys
Bye-bye.
tomorrow, I think.
Suck we pee pee.